Good afternoon. This is the first reading that I'm bringing to you from my new space. Today we're going to have a little peek at what we're seeing, what we're not seeing, the possible outcome, and any actions that you may need to take. So you may start to, at the moment, you may be noticing that things are starting to fall into place and there's a balance being brought about in the energies. This could be involving situations that you may be in, or the people around you. They may seem and feel a lot more balanced. You may be feeling a lot more balanced within yourself. You may feel like that things are really falling into place financially, and that you may notice that it's almost like a sense of luck in the air. But what you're not seeing at the moment, what you're not seeing is the strength and the forces and the amount of work that is in the background, and the fact maybe you're not noticing or realizing that you have a team of guides, angels and ancestors. They're all walking beside you. You are loved, guided and protected. And the universe as well. The universe wants to support you. And the more you notice the things that are falling into balance, and if you look at the things that are working out for you and the blessings that you have in your life, the more you'll feel supported anyway. If you keep noticing them, I like to write lists of the things that have come into fruition into my life, and then it really gives me a sense of how much I am loved, guided and protected throughout my life. Some days it doesn't feel like it, but when we look at the whole picture in our lives as a whole, and we start to make lists and recognize and feel grateful for what we have received and the good moments, the joyful moments in our lives, then we can really start to remember and feel into that sense of I am loved, guided and protected. Things are working out for me. They are going to work out for me. Even though some moments that life feels really hard and it doesn't feel like it. Try and remember that there are so many people walking beside you that you can't see, loving you, guiding you and supporting you. This is a time of really, really coming into your own and standing in your own power, and it's like a time of glow up radiance and strength and finding the answers to any problems that you may have been having, and things are really starting to come together and feel more balanced and abundant, and almost like it's that time of year where everything is blossoming and it feels just so beautiful and energetically radiant. This is the energy that these cards are bringing. If you haven't already started to notice this and feel more balanced, which I think most people are starting to feel that energy of movement in their lives, rather than, I feel like we've moved out of that place of where things were feeling really stagnant for a lot of people and things felt like they weren't really moving forward. But now it really is a time of things are starting to work out for a lot more people. This could also be a situation that you're in where you were waiting on an outcome, or you're waiting on an outcome. Just remember and know that there is going to be justice, it's going to work out, and maybe there's some financial money that's going to come to you with this situation. But as a whole, in general, I feel like there's going to be a bigger sense of abundance if you're not already feeling that. But just really try and start to recognize that. All the little moments that add up, the synchronicities, the things where you may have thought, oh, wow, that was weird. That person showed up just as I thought of them, or synchronized moments where you've been in the right place at the right time and the right parking places has showed up for you. When we start to recognize all these things and list all these things, then you really can see how protected and how much we receive. So this is what you're being called into. So Imbolc is a time of change and new beginnings. So don't be afraid of anything you might be feeling like you want to try or explore. Don't hold back when it comes to a change. Try not to let the fear or any lower vibration stand in your way. Sometimes when something feels really hard or really big, those are the things where you have to start exploring, and I wonder if I can do this thing. But this is what you're being called into. So if you've had ideas, there's something you want to explore, you want to make a change, you want to move, you want to do any of these things, and you're feeling the fear around those, try and lean back into this sense of things do work out for you, and you do find the answers to the problems and the solutions and all those things, and you are love guided and protected. Try and remember all those things, and that will make the new decisions that you might be wanting to make feel a little bit easier, because you might have that sense of an aha moment where you're like, oh yes, it's okay, I've tried new things before and it worked out for me, or it didn't quite work out that time, but maybe that wasn't for me, but there's no telling that this time it's not going to work out for me. So it's a really lovely time of bringing those ideas forward and not being afraid of exploration of those things, exploring those things. Find some balance, maybe, and if you're feeling quite fearful or worried, try and find some balance. And remember all the beautiful things that have appeared in your life and all those moments what you can feel grateful for. Queen Mab, she arrives when you're being called into bringing those dreams into reality. Don't be afraid. Dare to dream. So with this card and this card, this is what you're being called into. What are you dreaming about? What do you desire? What do you want to bring forward into your life? They're saying, you've probably heard it said many times, feel the fear and do it anyway. It's a time to do that. And I think it was Tony Robbins that said, if you feel you can't, then you must try. Find a way to make a start, to take a step, to moving towards your dreams, desires and goals. Or even if it's a person that you want to contact and you're feeling a little bit afraid, is that you want to start a new relationship or speak to someone or apply for a new job. Now's the time to do it. It's a beautiful time to explore new things. Lots of love.